Hello, welcome to Miss Talk University Radio Plays Ages Unwound. I'm Ben,
I'm Dan.
and today we are playing the third scenario of this campaign, A World Torn Down. Desperately trying to get to the scenario that has dinosaurs in it, but maybe there'll be dinosaurs in this one, because I suspect maybe there will be some time monsters, but maybe
My
we'll get,
my fingers are crossed, but I'm not especially optimistic. We'll see though.
yeah, I mean, maybe we'll get like a two-headed dinosaur that comes out of this weird portal. Like this cover art could be a hint towards that, I don't know. But
I
we'll
think at
see.
the I think at the post credits stinger for this scenario, there might be like two people from this scenario talking, and then like the music comes up and we hear a voice from the corner saying like, "Well, life finds a way." And then like Jeff Goldblum walks in and you hear like a dinosaur make a noise and then it cuts to black. That's what I think might happen.
All right. uh,
I could be wrong, but that's my prediction.
no, I feel like that might be pretty spot on. Okay, so yeah, last time we got what did we do last time? We fought a man that had many copies of himself everywhere. I suspect they're like time duplicates, and we got 8 experience. I also think we had an opportunity to get like a pretty cool weapon and a very terrible weakness, but neither one of us uses weapons really, so we passed on that. I what did I spend my experience on? I think I just upgraded my boxing gloves, so I have both good versions now, and I think I upgraded like a stand together and like a safeguard or something. So probably stick to the plan next or something. But yeah, that's where I'm at. What did you grab for your deck, Dan?
I traded in my two Jeremys, sorry Jeremy, for two Lola Santiagos, and I also added an adaptable, which I'm going to use to unjeremify my deck over the course of the next couple scenarios, and one single lockpicks.
Okay, all right. Cool beans. Let's jump right into the scenario text then. Um, so scenario 3, a world torn down. What did we do? I think we did not flee the manor. I feel like we learned to the ritual. Yeah. All right. So, intro 2. Mount Hollyoak Elementary was condemned by Arkham's town council several years ago, but for unknown reasons was never demolished. This seems to suit the Myriad just fine. They've repurposed it to their own ends. A ritual takes place here tonight, one that could spell the end of everything in every win. All right. I think the board's already set up. I did not look where we start. We start in the front gates, which is there. There are a couple of rules for this scenario. Let's take a look at those. So it says recording time. At various points during the scenario, you'll be asked to record the time next to entries in your campaign log. To do this, record in brackets the current agenda number and the number of doom on the current agenda. Okay. So I don't know if that means we need to do things fast to have low numbers of doom, or what that means, but it's a factor. And then gaining and
Probably
losing,
one or the other.
yeah, gaining or losing actions. As time becomes increasingly unstable, the number of actions you may take in a turn may also change. Oh boy. Several effects refer to standard actions. A standard action is any action that does not have a limitation on its use, regardless of its source. So things like Leo de Luca gives a standard action, the dull hold of 3. But if you're playing like Finn, he has a non-standard action that's only used for evade. Investigators considered to gain their actions for the next round in step 4-2 of the upkeep phase. This means that effects after investigator's turn cannot make them lose actions for the next round unless they happen to after the upkeep. Okay. If a player card effect, such as Gold Pocket Watch, causes investigator phase to repeat, the investigators are considered to gain their actions for their turns at the start of the phase. If a player card effect allows an investigator to take an additional turn, they're considered to gain their actions at the start of that turn. Okay, I think these are just reminders of the rules. Okay, and then it looks like we have the haunted ability is going to appear in this one, which same thing as from the Circle and Done. If you fail a skill test while investigating, you trigger the haunted abilities. So,
Right.
And yep, that's it for X rules. So why don't we do opening hands, and then we will be going. All right, let's see. Oh, what's weakness? No boxing gloves. So I feel like more allies. Even though I got lots of events, I still kind of feel like I'm mulliganing the whole hand.
I think that's what I would do.
Yeah. So full hand mulligan. Ooh, still no boxing gloves. Got basically the same events.
Uh-oh.
Right. Yeah. Well, let's see how that goes. Alright. And also no stand togethers. Sad. Alright, what do you get for your hand
we
here?
certainly we gotta keep Lone Wolf. I think we don't keep that. We don't keep that. We don't keep that. Do we keep Cigarette Kiss? It's the same dilemma we're usually in, where we're not actually going to trigger it if we don't have stuff that boosts us.
Yeah, what do you really need from your deck?
I mean, I would love to find Lola Santiago. I'd love to find like magnifying glasses and lockpicks and stuff. I think I'll probably keep it because if I just like commit something, I can maybe pass an easy investigate by 2 and start drawing cards. And drawing cards is well, it's pretty solid.
Yeah.
Because without Jeremy, like I rely more on Cigarette Case to draw cards until I add like level 2 deductions or level 2 perceptions and stuff. So, all right,
Okay.
so I'll keep these 2. Not sure if that's right, but probably.
Ooh.
Well, could have gone better, but whatever.
All right. Do I have any trauma? No. Okay. Cool. All right. Let's read the intro text here, or for the agenda act text rather. All right. Agenda 1. The ritual begins. A shimmering green barrier surrounds Mount Holyoke Elementary School, malignant and forbidding. From within, faint sounds of chanting emanate, and time around the school starts to shiver and convulse. Someone has to stop what's happening here, and no one else seems to be volunteering. Step 1 is getting past the myriad's warning and into the school. If an investigator enters an interior location, advance. Okay. Oh, I forgot to give you a copy of this. So I think we still only have cultists in the bag. I don't think we have. Oops. I don't think we have either of the other two. Yeah. So no tablet or elder thing at this point.
All right.
And the skull token, it looks like it scales based on the number of actions you have left. So it's interesting. Okay. All right. I don't know what I'm gonna do by turn. I might just try to draw cards because I'm going to fight. I can't get clues. Oh, let me flip over this location. Ooh, you can double action to get rid of a terror treachery. That's not good. That's not a good sign for you. Those are usually will test treacheries. All right. Inside the school grounds, time twists and roils. A reminder that escape is possible. Escape is possible, even if you know you have little choice but to stay. All right. Okay, so there's like 2 interior buildings, but they're both like 2 locations away. Okay. Yeah, so I don't know if we need clues yet. Is there something that stops us from getting in these buildings? Oh yeah, we need to spend 6 clues to enter either one of these 2 buildings. Okay. Yeah, well, I'll play Safeguard in case you go on an adventure, then I can follow you. And then I think I'm just going to draw a card. Right, I will play a Stand Together. This is a good Stand Together, so we both get 2 cards and 2 money.
That's what we like to see. Oh, Mrs. Lola. No nonsense, you say. Archaeologist, you say.
Yep. All right. So that was my turn because I played 2 cards and drew 1 card, and I did get Randall out, so I can get my gloves out next turn. So.
All right. So I'm probably just going to play like Lola Lone Wolf Sig Case, probably.
Okay. I guess you're not gonna want me following you around constantly.
Well, it's not ideal. But we'll see what happens. Yeah, I mean Safeguard in general should be great for this deck and for playing in 2-player, but Safeguard shakes it up a little bit.
Yeah.
I'll play Lola. I mean, I could activate Lolo, but it's $4 to get a clue here. I don't think I really want to do that. I think I would rather like draw into something to commit to an investigation or something, or lockpicks. So
Yeah.
play that and play that. All right.
Okay. Alright, so Doom, or sorry, not Doom happens. Upkeep happens. Bind your upkeep button if you didn't already. And upkeep. Oh, there's Gret. Okay. Alright. Doom happens. And second, let me grab one thing. Forgot to get this going. Okay. Alright. Omnipresent. There's no empty locations in Surge, otherwise attached to an empty location on a copy. Search the counting and disqualify each copy and draw them. Okay. So there's no empty locations, searches. Otherwise, attached to an empty location without a copy. And search the encounter and disqualify each copy and draw them. Alright, well, it seems like it's probably good to get early because it seems like it'll be very annoying later. So I have to draw all 3 copies of this Omnipresence, and if the agenda advances, each one of these that's in play after it advances will add a Doom to the new agenda.
Well,
I think
we don't want that to happen. Like we would, I think we would prefer to avoid that situation, right?
Yeah. Although technically, it might add it to the B side, but I feel like that's not the intent unless the B side does something weird. So, all right. So, but I need to place these at empty locations. So, should I just put them at the 3 we can go to right now? Makes sense.
I guess so. Yeah.
Because then if I don't have anything to fight, I can just run around and do it. So.
Yep. Precisely.
All right. Your encounter card.
Time loop. Oof. Well, I don't like the will test here. Oh, this is terrible.
Ooh.
This is awful for me. Well, I do have a you handle this one. Seems like a bad idea to blow that so soon. It's also very annoying because the previous scenario I just played, the previous turn I just played 3 things. So like if I had 3 more things to play, it'd be in good shape, right?
Well, you could always shortcut yourself somewhere and like investigate twice or something. I don't know.
Yeah, because the problem is like I can't really investigate very well where we're at now because it's only a 5 versus 4 and I don't have really much to commit.
Yeah.
Do you have any book cards that you don't need, like a Glory or something?
Book cards? Will cards.
Or Randall Cho?
Oh, for investigating. Well, Randall, I wanted to play to get my gloves. But
yeah, that's true.
I could give you a glory, but I don't know if that's gonna help you investigate 3 times.
Yeah, but the thing is, what I would do is I would investigate here twice, double crack the case for a ton of money, then I would shortcut somewhere and try to investigate a 3rd time.
Okay.
It's basically either that, I think, or you handle this one to you. Or I could draw 3 cards. That's not like the worst thing either.
Yeah, I'm fine with you shipping it to me, or I can commit glory if you give me some of the money.
I kind of like that deal if that is acceptable to you, because that lets me save the you handle this one for like a worse situation that isn't literally the first encounter card I drew.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me test it then with 2 against 3. Oh, and of course I fail. All right, so I will choose investigate, and I am stuck in a time loop.
All right. All right. So I think you're going first then, which means you don't get a little money, but
that is correct. Okay. So what I'll do is, well, let's see. Click 1. I'll investigate. You want to throw that glory in there?
So commit glory, so you get +2 from me.
Thank you. All right. So
you had a 7.
Jesus Christ. Oof. That doesn't feel great.
It's very sad.
I'm probably just gonna go again because the skull now is a -1.
Yeah.
So I have relatively okay odds, and I can't really do anything else. So yeah. Okay. Well, that's a failure. I guess I'll just go one more time. I could commit something, but I don't really have anything that helps enough, I don't think.
Yeah.
Hooray! All right, didn't even trigger cigarette case, but oof, yeah, I don't know. Maybe we got to respect time loop more. Maybe you know,
Well,
well,
we
maybe
had a
not.
good plan. It's just auto failed. So,
Yeah.
are you still gonna do Lola to get the last clue in the card case,
Uh,
or you just gonna investigate later?
what do you think? I mean, I would $4 is a lot. I mean, I'm gonna get more money back, but I could just spend that later if I could snag one from this with just an investigate, you know?
Okay. Yeah. I mean, you can wait. It's fine.
No, you know what? Let's just do it because this way I get to clear these out. Um, how much money do you want?
What do you think? Like one or two is fine for now.
It takes you. Um, yeah, because this way we can move on and we don't have to come back to this place and you know, whatever.
Okay. Um. Yeah. So I'm gonna play Randall. I'm gonna search my deck for gloves. Gloves. And I have to pay the cost, right? Yeah. Okay. So, upgrade box gloves only costs two. Okay, great. Um, then I'm gonna play Hollowed Mirror. Get that going. Could heal you as my last action, or I could move off of you. Any preference there?
I would probably slightly prefer moving off of me because that also helps us explore the map and figure out what's going on.
Okay, I'll go over here. Bunker on the school only protects its main building. A ramshackle secondary structure stands within your reach, looking ready to collapse at any moment. This occasion's shroud cannot be reduced. After you successfully investigate side building gets +1 shroud until the end of the round. It's kind of gross. Alright, I guess I might as well get rid of this omnipresence. So, okay. Played that. Okay, alright. Enemy phase, nothing happens. Upkeep. And then Doom happens. And counter card for me. Oh,
This
what?
guy's back.
This guy's back.
Are we sure? I thought we killed him.
I mean, there was like a million copies of him.
I guess, but like, is the myriad stuff even happening in this scenario, or is he just like a regular guy now?
Now he has swarming, and this is a different
Oh,
card.
okay.
So he's a hunter with swarming one. He steals one of my
Okay.
cards. He gets +1/+5 for each myriad card at his location. After the host myriad general is defeated, discard one swarm card from each other myriad host in play. Interesting. Okay.
Lost in the dark. Man, I wish I'd shortcutted out of here at the end of last turn. Well, I can maybe
I
pass the
mean,
agility test.
probably pass the test. You can also double action to get rid of it if you want.
Yeah.
So, hey, after the whole discard one swarm. Okay, so there's a bunch of these guys. It's like easier to keep them under control, but I'll probably just kill this guy. It's the best way to kill him.
Oh man, there's no way you can snag a clue with Gret, is there? I guess that's not super.
No.
Oh yep. Can I maybe come first and come do Trish stuff and get a clue there actually?
Sure.
Okay, that sounds good. So I think what I'll do is move and try to pass the agility test. And if I fail, I'll probably just take the horror and then maybe ask for a soothing melody at some point far down the line in the future.
Okay.
Or play. I have logical reasoning, so I can handle it myself. So yeah, I'll get my lone wolf money. Click one. I'll try to move to you, and I'll do a agility test 5 against 3, and I pass. And then click two. I will I guess I could just use Trish, right? To get both clues and then keep moving. Oh, this didn't go away. I still have this.
Oh, it's last round. Okay.
Which is okay. It just means I don't really want to move again this turn unless I have to. Okay, I'll investigate 5 against 3. And I fail. I think I'll try investigating again, and if I fail, I'll spend Lola money, I think. Or do I draw a card and just spend the Lola money?
What's your ability again? If there's an enemy here,
you
you get an extra clue. Okay.
Do you need that guy evaded or anything?
No, I think I
Like,
should
does
be able
that
to.
help you
I
at
think I
all?
can. I think I can just 1-2 punch him,
Okay.
kill him.
Okay, because if I could like breaking and entering or something if you needed it, but it sounds like I'll save that. All right, so then I will. Yeah, I'll try it again because it's basically like a test to try to save $3 and maybe also get lucky and trigger cigarette case.
Okay.
Hooray! I do both. Yeah. All right, so I activate Trish and get both of these clues. The shroud is increased.
Oh, that's okay.
Too bad I already played both my crack the cases. And that's the end of my turn. Oh, I'll play with this magnifying glass.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna 1-2 punch this guy because that'll deal. Do you have extra health? No, he says +1 fight. Okay, so they're both at difficulty 3. I'm at a 7. Okay. Yeah, so I'll 1-2 punch. First attack is +1 versus a 3, so I'm at 8. Oh, very bad. Well, pretty bad. I guess I'll still try to at least kill one of them. All vicious blow. Alright, so I get this card back. And then I guess I'll just try to punch him once. What's he hit for? 1 and 1. Oof. Oh, would I have a counter punch? Does that help me somehow? Not really. It would help me if I did nothing else this turn. I could do 2 damage to him, but I don't. It helps me kill him next action, but I don't know what else useful I can do this round. Other than, I guess I could play Soothing Melody to heal you. Let him hit me and kill Randall. It's not useful. That's not super useful.
Does it help to evade him?
Well, then I won't be able to counterpunch him to kill him.
Yeah.
Also, my evade's a 2, so. Yeah, really don't want to auto fail on that first 1-2 punch. Like, it feels bad to play counterpunch to do just 1 damage. But it also seems dumb to just take an AoE for a reason. Guess I'll just try to punch him. Maybe I'll get an Elder Sign. That's 0. Okay, so he takes 1 damage. Alright, enemy phase. He attacks me. And actually, I'm gonna play Grit. No, not yet. And I guess I counterpunch him. Wow. Okay, well. Feels bad to also do 0 damage with counterpunch.
There's a lot of that going around. We've seen a lot of tentacles.
3 Elder Signs already. Does this thing work? Yeah, you got 1, I got 2. This thing says so. All right.
Yep.
All right. So upkeep.
Ben is an autofill magnet. Wow. How dare the game say that about you, buddy?
Yeah. It's all right. 3 happens. 3 doom rather. And then counter card for me. Temporal Stutter. If you have no clues, you gain Surge. Well, no clues. Otherwise, you test Will, and then you fail. You drop 1 of your clues for each point you fail by. Then get moved to the front towards the front gates. Well, it doesn't sound great for you to draw that.
Yeah.
Night, black as pitch. Put this into play next to the agenda deck. I think we saw this one last time. Makes locations have higher shroud, enemies have higher evade, and increases all horror done. So, till the end of the round. All right, your card.
Thugs.
Thugs. All right.
Yeah, that's sort of annoying, but it's also like I could shortcut Lola these guys if I had to, if you don't want to kill them.
Yeah. So I mean, I can kill the merry gentleman, and then kill these guys if you want, and then maybe even move.
What I almost want to do, because these guys are pretty non-threatening, and despite the agility thing, they're pretty easy to evade. What I
Right.
kind of want to do is like move somewhere and use breaking and entering with them.
Their evade is a 2 right now because of the card I drew.
Well, but with breaking and entering, they would get evaded automatically anyway.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I mean, if you're gonna move somewhere, I would almost rather have you just go first, kill your guy, move somewhere, and then I'll do this with this guy.
So
Do a
you
little
don't.
dance with these hired thugs.
So you don't want me to kill the thugs then? Okay, so that's fine.
I mean, as long as you think you can maybe like kill them next turn instead or something, you know.
I mean, if they're somewhere nearby. All right. So, and the only reason for me to move is so that you can get Lone Wolf. Otherwise, I would just follow you wherever you move with Safeguard. So
I think I should probably upgrade out of Lone Wolf because I feel like this is just gonna happen all the time.
yeah.
I mean, you don't have to move just to give me $1, like whatever. If there's literally no reason for you to move anywhere.
The only reason to move is to clear these things off, which you need to do in the next like 2 turns. But you're gonna move probably here anyway, and then
well, don't we want to enter? Don't we want to enter an interior location, or
we do, but we don't have enough clues to enter one yet. We need 6
point.
clues, so
yeah, that's fair.
We need to go. I figured you'd go up here, get these clues, and then we'd go here and like go in the front hallway or something.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Although I wonder if this is gonna.
Well, in that case, if I'm not getting Lone Wolf money anyway, then I should go first, because then maybe after you kill your guy, maybe you can deal with the omnipresence on that location. Actually, I guess we can. That doesn't even cost an action. So
yeah.
Well, but you could maybe keep moving, and you could maybe get the next one or something.
Yeah, I mean, or I could kill the thugs if you don't want to keep them around. But...
Oh yeah. I mean that too.
All right, sure. Why don't you go first?
All right, I will go first. I will not get Lone Wolf money, which I'm fine with it. It's okay. I will shortcut up here.
I'll follow you by triggering a safeguard.
Oh. The strange assistance thing, I don't know how scared we are about that, but anyway, I guess I'll discard this omnipresence because there's no reason not to.
Yeah. Huh. I mean, I don't think there's actually any specific cards I need at this point. So
yeah, I also think instead of burning, breaking, and entering on a place with such low shroud, I think I'm going to Lolo one clue and then investigate for the other one. So what I will do is spend $2 with Lola and grab one of these clues, use Trish to evade the hired thugs, and then I will investigate, because I thought maybe we'd find a place with higher shroud or something.
Yeah.
But, then I'll investigate with a 6 versus 2. And succeed, but not by 2.
Oh. Okay.
I guess I could. I've only used one action. I guess I could move down here and then investigate.
Yeah, sure.
Should I have anything else?
Should I follow you, or should I stay here to kill the thugs?
Up to you. They're hunters, so they'll eventually catch up with us. But they don't hit very hard. So.
Yeah, those are not that scary, and they are pretty good for Trish abilities, I think. So.
Okay, and omnipresence. I'll get rid of this one too.
Oh, victory there.
See, this one's a high shroud. Like this is one where actually I think, well, we had to decide ahead of time, but this is like it would be good if you moved, because then
Well, no, we don't.
Oh
It's
yeah, and I already used Trish. I already used Trish this turn, so
as they move, you may also move. Yeah, but I think I wanted to. I think I was gonna say I was gonna follow you. So
okay.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah, the thing is, I almost want to like if we get another enemy next turn, I could Trish this location pretty well.
so I'm assuming the strange assistance is like our future selves or something helping our past selves. So like
Yeah.
getting help now helps our past selves, but maybe it will cost us something in the future because we're like have to spend time to help our past selves.
I'm down to do a little bit of it just to see what it does, maybe, but it's just neither of these is something we desperately need. You know, like even this children's playground, like it's 5 shroud. I can get that next turn. You know.
Yeah. Um, yeah, I guess
Um.
I would say maybe don't do it unless we need it, but maybe we shouldn't be too scared of it. But there's no reason to flagrantly
Yeah.
do it.
I kind of feel the same way. Well, okay. So basically, should I investigate or should I like draw a card?
I mean, you could also move into the front hallway, but
Well, I think we want to get
I
these
mean
clues though, right?
the shroud is 6 right now, so
Oh damn.
uh,
Oh, with
which
the
actually
3 up here.
yeah, which
Okay.
actually means you still succeeded, but by 0 up there.
Yeah. Well, and I needed to spend an extra dollar for Lola.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, should I draw a card or move to the hallway?
Just draw a card. Maybe we want to get the clues before we move into the hallway, because maybe the map will change or something. I don't know.
All right, I'm gonna draw a card. Okay,
Okay.
your turn.
All right, so I'm gonna punch this guy. He's only a difficulty 2, so uh, oh, is this a neat event? I can get good stand together back. Uh, you still need money and cards, I assume, right?
I mean, I'll never say no to that. Like
Yeah.
that's, I guess it would be annoying if I got my weakness right now, but it's
All right.
fine.
Well, I haven't played it yet, but I probably will.
Yeah.
So, all right. So this guy gets killed, and then I do the boxing gloves. Oh, I forgot to copy this thingy over. I like this thing. All right, what am I looking for? Spirit Ent. Seems like you got clues covered now. Monster Slayer. Alright. Cool. Yeah, then I guess I. So that's my first action. Yeah, I'm gonna play Stand Together.
Hooray.
Okay. And then I guess I have to fight these guys.
Oh
Can't.
man, if you don't kill him, I'll get both of these clues with lockpicks plus Trish next turn.
Well, I don't. I definitely can't kill them. It's only one action left, and they only can take 1 damage at a time. So.
Hooray!
So
Clues.
all right. So I guess I'll just try to punch them at something 7. Yes. Oh, they're gonna deal a horror to me. Or is it because they deal 0 horror? Does that mean the increase all horror taken doesn't affect? I guess it doesn't apply because there's. I don't know. I'll think about that. All right. So I do damage to them. Okay. So enemy phase. How do enemy attacks work? Each enemy attacks enemy deals. It deals its attack with simultaneously investigator. Yeah, I guess this does 2 damage and 0 horror normally, but now it's doing 1 horror because of the darkness. So I'll put that on. Do I just kill Randall? Can I get Gret out next turn? Probably can get Gret out next turn. Yeah, alright, I'll kill Randall. So I only take a net 1 damage. Alright, and then upkeep. See, that would have been nice 3 seconds ago. Right? Doom happens, and this goes away. We're at 4 out of 6 Doom. So close to advancing.
Thugs.
More thugs. Oh yeah, these other thugs ready.
Ew.
Rigged to blow.
Wow. That's interesting. I'm going to attempt the difficulty 4 test, and I'm going to commit Sneak By to get up to 7, and Lone Wolf to get up to 8. So I'm at 8 versus 4. And I pass.
Yep.
Regardless of what skull means.
Yep. Hooray.
It is very annoying because we both had to move, but I guess, well, can I move us up? Maybe we don't want to do that because we thought maybe that like moves to the next whatever.
It's a peril, so it's a peril, so I cannot give you advice
okay.
either way.
This is really tangentially related to the peril, but okay.
But
yeah,
rules wise, you could move into there if you wanted.
I don't think the victory location is going to poof away. I think we might as well move there. So I'm going to spend 6 clues and we move up here.
Okay.
We immediately advance.
Yeah, right? Yeah. So... Alright. Preparing the components you've gathered and uttering an incantation, you step into the barrier, parting it wide enough to allow you passage. Alright, record the boundary is broken, and Nexus record the time. Okay. Boundary is broken. The time is agenda 1 for Doom. Okay. Okay, so we went into the front hallway, right? Yes. All right. As you step through the school's front doors, you are stopped in your tracks by the sight of a colossal, slumbering beast blocking your path. All right. So in the campaign log, record the investigators use the school's front door. Use school's front door. Spelled with normally. All right. Remove the rear quarters from the game. Okay, so like we lose the chance to go that way. Spawn
almost like some kind of Snorlax like creature.
Put the set aside cafeteria and principal's office locations into play. And spawn the set aside Hound of Unmaking, the front hallway. Is he exhausted by chance? Nope. All right. Shuffle each set aside copy of Stirring Titan into the encounter deck. Stirring Titans. Advance to Act 2A, Big and Ugly. All right. So Act. Right, Act 2A. The monster standing in your way would be utterly terrifying if it were not asleep. As it is, still pretty terrifying. You could try to fight it, but it might be easier to try and scare it off. Whilst the Hound of Unmaking is undamaged, it cannot make attacks. Okay, interesting. So we can spend the Orcs and clues to advance, or if the Hound of Unmaking is defeated, advance. And I didn't look at the
keep in mind if we fail the investigate here, we do start putting damage on it.
Oh.
I mean, I can evade it with like breaking and entering or something.
Yeah, it is massive, and it looks like it heals. And the Hound of making attacks you during the enemy phase, either discard an asset you control, or the attack deals you +2 damage. I think we never want this to attack us.
Yeah, I mean, I think that it's like if we want to kill it for the victory, then you need to like stack up all of your shit and. Well, we leave it here. You stack up all of your shit and you kill it in like 1 or 2 turns, right? and you dodge if it attacks you. Or if we don't want to kill it, then we just evade it when we need to, and
Yeah, just it's 12 health and it
I suspect that
heals.
when we get to the next agenda or something, it will maybe get to attack even when it's not damaged or something.
Well, I was assuming it would just go away or something.
Well,
Okay.
maybe it's just I'm wondering why the fact that it can only attack when it's undamaged is on that agenda card or on the act card instead of on the creature itself.
Well, because one of the objectives is if you kill it, you can advance. Like you can either kill it to advance or spend the clues to advance. So I'm assuming it's just gone for the next act.
Okay,
But
yeah, that's fair.
but I don't know if we'll miss victory if we don't kill it. All right. Well,
I mean,
that was
I suspect that we will, but it's also very hard to kill. So
yeah. But that was the end. That was all from your encounter card, right?
yeah, so it's investigator phase
So
now.
it's investigator phase. I don't think I want to fight. I can't really fight this turn anyway because I have a bunch of stuff on me. But I do have stuff on me if you need to trigger Trish things without interacting with the Hound for some reason.
I mean, what I was kind of thinking of doing is like playing, breaking, and entering, snagging 2 clues from the front hallway, and automatically evading something, whatever is most helpful. Um, and then moving probably back to Children's Playground and getting clues there. So that's what I had in mind, but I'm open to changing that if there's something better I could be doing.
Yeah, I'm just yeah. If you evaded the thugs off me, then I could kill Tommy, and I can't get Gret out. I was thinking I could get a clue somehow if I had Gret out, but
I mean, at the moment, the only way for damage to go on the Hound is if we either attack it, which we're probably not going to do,
right,
at least not immediately, or if we fail and investigate here. So,
right,
like, if I don't tentacles the breaking and entering, we can just ignore it, right?
yeah, okay. Uh, why don't you go first?
All right, click 1, breaking and entering. So I've got 6 book plus 5 agility, so I'm at 11 versus 3, and I
Okay.
succeed by a lot. I draw a card off cigarette case. I get 1 clue. I get an extra clue from Trish. I free evade whatever you would like me to free evade.
It's the thugs.
And then
Did you spend the money for breaking and entering?
yeah, I did.
Okay.
I play lockpicks. I guess actually maybe it makes sense for me to stay here in lockpicks because we want the clues off front hallway as well, right?
Yeah, I mean we want both of them. There are going to be thugs moving here next turn, so like maybe next turn you
Uh,
could go there and do Trish stuff.
oh, that's perfect. That sounds great. Um, all right, so yeah, I will use lockpicks, uh, and I'm pretty sure I passed by a lot. Yeah, because I have like a 10 or something. Whatever, I pass.
Yeah, you're at 11, so yeah.
Yeah, so I get 1 more clue, and then I could Lola a final clue. I don't really think there's much reason to do that. Maybe you'll get one with Gret or something. Probably not.
Probably not this turn. Next turn I might be able to though. So
Yeah, I'll chill.
all right, so I'm just gonna try to punch Tommy twice. Not a 7 versus 2. Succeed. Succeed. Okay, and then I get to trigger the boxing gloves to search for a spirit. I could grab Glory to really draw 2 cards. I kind of want to grab Monster Slayer, because then if we decide we want to kill the Hound, that's like a card to use for that. Alright, so that. Alright, then I'm gonna play Gret. It's my last action. Yep, okay. That was my turn. So enemy phase, this guy moves here. The Hound, it doesn't do anything. and then upkeep, and then Doom happens, and kind of card for me. Did you do your upkeep? Okay. Oh man, none of these guys.
He's back.
Right?
I'm Zeb.
Ooh.
Start of the Mythos phase, choose an investigator or use an action. If you do, discard it next time. Okay, so someone gets an extra encounter card. Or I can let it tick forever and I just lose an action. Well, I mean, obviously, at some point somebody has to draw an extra card. So
Oh, because it only goes away if you pick somebody.
yeah. Well, I mean, unless there's something like this, but for power treacheries could be like another way to get rid of it. But well, interesting encounter card.
Wait, no, it doesn't discard itself at any point though, does it?
If you do, discard times
Okay,
ebb, and the
okay,
next time the chosen, yeah.
Okay, so it's like banking an encounter card draw for later, sort of, right? Because this does nothing by itself.
Pretty much, yeah.
So. All right. Oh, did these guys ready? Oh yeah, these guys should have ready. Should have put them on somebody. I guess the assumption was I was going to kill them. I was assuming they were going to go on me. But
that's what I've been assuming.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
I'm also assuming that you're probably going to get this last clue with Gret.
Yeah, I'll kill something to get it. I'm not sure what, but I'll kill something. That's
good. That way we don't risk the haunted here if I fail somehow.
Yeah. How am I gonna kill these guys? So I need to do 6 damage. I don't really want to use the monster slayers. I guess. Well, I mean, are we just ignoring this hound?
It's really.
You want me to like build up to be able to like kill him in 2 turns? I definitely can't kill him in 1 turn. But
I think it would be cool if you could stack up enough shit that later you're able to kill it in 2 turns and like dodge a hit in between. But let's see if that's up to you whether that's possible.
Yeah, I'd have to save this stuff. Okay. Alright, I'll go first. So I will overpower to punch the myriad guy. Definitely succeed and draw a card. Dang it, these soothing melodies I don't actually really need. Alright, I guess. Yeah, I guess I'm probably not going to be able to kill the hound, so I'll use Monster Slayer on this myriad gentleman. So I'm at 8. Alright, so that kills him. Kills both of them. I will Gret for Clue. And
nice.
I will draw a card from Wax and Glows. So I'll take 1-2 punch. Done. Okay, then this last guy. Don't actually have a good way to kill him. He does a damage. I might just play a melody. Let him hit me. It's basically draw a card is what that is. So I'll heal 1 off of Gret and 1 off myself, and then he'll also punch me and draw a card. I'll clean them out. That's fine. Have I drawn the other one yet? No. All right. I drew through the gate, which 8 clean them out. So, all right. I'm all done with my turn.
All right. So what I will do is not get Lone Wolf money, and I guess I should move down here, get the clues from the playground, and then maybe go explore the cafeteria and the principal's office.
Yeah.
Well, or do we think we're gonna go through the children's playground later on our way back to like the? Oh no, this got removed.
Yeah, it's gone. So I think we're hanging out in this area basically.
All right. Yeah, I guess I have to do this just to get the victory. Then that is annoying that we drew that card that made us move right before we finished it.
Yeah.
So I'll move here, um, and then I will. What did I say I was gonna do? I guess I could hunch and evade for free, and then use lockpicks. I could just lockpicks, take a hit, and that doesn't evade it for free. I'm just trying to figure out what's like the
Well, you can
most
can't
efficient.
you working a hunch to get
I
both
guess I
clues and
would
then evade it?
yeah, basically. Although evading it is, well, I have like a 5 versus I have a 4 versus 1. I guess that's fine. Do you does it make any sense for me to slip away this guy?
It's not that scary. Uh, but I don't know if I'm going to be able. If I don't have enemies on my next turn, I can go kill it. Um,
All right, I'm just gonna evade it and then
oh, should I have
uh,
followed you? I could have followed you if that was helpful. Uh,
whatever. Yeah, just yeah, make sure I never get that lone wolf money. Absolutely never. I mean, it
yeah.
has sort of paid for itself apart from the card and the action and putting it in my deck. All right. So I'm gonna try to evade this with a 4 versus 1. Oh, and I moved, right? So this would be my last action. So then I'll just have it on me again next turn, which I don't want. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is,
Well,
sorry, this
wait,
is overly complicated.
what else did you do?
I moved.
So you have 2 actions left.
Yeah. Well, but if I evade and then use lockpicks, then I'm stuck here, and then it
Oh,
jumps on me next
yeah, I
turn.
thought you were hunching, evading, and moving back or something.
Yeah, I'm hunching, free evading it, and then click 2. I'm going to use lockpicks. And I pass by enough. And click 3. I move back to you.
Okay. All right. So enemy phase. This is gonna punch me, and I'm just gonna counter punch it. Great. All right. So it dies. So I do Nathaniel damage. It's once per phase, right? Yeah. All right. And then upkeep. Interesting. All right. Oh, and this is going to advance. So you did your upkeep.
Yep.
Okay. So this will hit 6 doom and will advance. Oops, not the act. The agenda to advance. Okay. Time stretches out ever longer, then snaps together in unfamiliar configurations. The ritual progresses, and chronology is becoming unstuck. Each investigator types will 4. Each investigator who succeeds gains an action. Each investigator who fails loses an action. Okay.
Time stretches out like a revolting hybrid of Longcat and Nobi Nobi Boy.
Okay. So. Oh, sorry. Actually, before we advanced, you were supposed to pick the times ebb. Because it's starting with this
Because it's the
phase.
start of the Mythos phase. I'm thinking. I mean, you have slightly higher will than me, but I don't know that it really makes a big difference. I don't know. Do you care?
Wait, are you picking me? Is that what you're saying?
Oh, I'm
So
trying to decide. I mean, I'll pick myself unless you say like, oh, I have nothing better to do, give it to
I
me,
mean,
which you probably won't.
I'll just be fighting stuff, so it's fine. I can draw extra cards. It's fine.
All right, I'll throw it to you.
All right. Well,
Well, I don't actually throw it to you,
yeah.
but yeah.
All right. But then we have to do this will test. I don't know if that's worth committing stuff to. feel like it's not. So I'm just gonna
Yeah,
test
I
it.
don't.
No, see, autofilled anyway. So, so yeah, you have to do the test now.
Yeah, I'm also not gonna commit anything. Oh, I could have passed if I'd committed the extra cigarette case that I have no use for. Oh well.
Well. All right. So then choose an unengaged, non-weakness, non-elite enemy, and remove that enemy from the game. And then record your campaign log that the chosen enemy disappeared unexpectedly. Well, I guess that's
These
these hired
thugs are about to
thugs.
be lost in time. I
Yeah.
sure hope we don't encounter them again at some future or past date.
Yeah. All right. So hired thugs. Hired. Disappeared unexpected. Actually, I gotta spell stuff. Disappeared unexpectedly. Unexpectedly. Okay, cool. All right. That was that agenda advancing. So, time running out. The myriad are here in force, and the very fabric of your existence wears thin. The gentlemen and the creatures that serve him stand against you in ever greater numbers. At the end of your turn, if you have any standard actions remaining, you gain 1 action for the next round. Okay, so you can like bank an action if you want. Interesting. All right.
Cool.
Well, actually, that's interesting for finding a dog. So I'm not sure. I'll have to think about that. All right. So then I'm drawing 2 encounter cards, right? Because of the ebb and throw.
Yes.
All right. So first encounter card. Total resets for each asset. For each asset you control, return the asset to your hand. Then you may play that asset, or discard that asset, gain resources equal to its printed cost, or move once towards the front gates.
Interesting.
Let's look at my money situation.
I have a couple of Faustian bargains coming out at some point.
So if I return Hollowed Mirror in my hand, it will destroy the Soothing Melodies and be a dead card.
Seems bad.
So think about that. Safeguard, I feel like I haven't really gotten much use out of, so I kind of think just trash that for money is the way for that one.
This doesn't seem like a big movement scenario, especially you could trash that and then move back to front gates, and then like Safeguard doesn't help you move back.
Yeah, I'm gonna trash Safeguard for money. I feel like I have to move once towards gates for Gret because I don't think I'm gonna be able to replay Gret easily. Or
Really too bad that. Well, it's too bad Gret wasn't like almost dead, and you could just like, sure, I'll take $5.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, I could just do the $5.
Also, it's also too bad Gret wasn't a beat cop, but
Yeah. Well, oh yeah, I still have to upgrade to beat cops. This is rough. Do we need healing a lot?
Not currently.
Because I could just trash the Soothing Melodies in the mirror.
I don't know. That's kind of that's kind of scary. I mean, I don't know. What's bad about moving twice back to front gates? Like, who cares?
Well, I have to move 3 times. Well, I guess I have to.
I'll
just replay Boxing Gloves. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I'll return Boxing Gloves to my hand and replay it for 2. And then I think I can just maybe move twice, and I'll have to run back over to you. There's no enemies right now, so.
Yeah, I mean, you might as well. If I draw something, I can just evade it. I guess what's bad is if you if you draw something for your second encounter, then you can just not move up here this turn. So
yeah, all right. So, oh boy, that's a card that says take 2 damage. All right, so I do the easy agility test. It's a 2 because there's nobody else here. I think I want to commit. Not really. All right, let's test it. So that's a fail because that's minus. Because you have your actions back.
Okay.
So I have 3 actions right now.
Well, no, you failed the will test, right? So you only have 2 this turn.
Oh.
But I think you still fail because you were 2 against 2.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. Okay. So take 2 damage. Now I'm tempted to put it on Gret.
Yeah.
Am I going to use her to get clues again? I feel like probably not.
Yeah.
All right. Well, so we can. Oh no, we need 8 clues to advance. Okay. All right. So that was
I don't know. I would. You could take 1 on Nathaniel, right? Just like save a little Gret in case you ever need it.
I don't know. Well, I already made the decision because it was peril,
Yeah,
but I could heal Gret if I want because I have Soothing Melody. So.
that's a good point.
Uh,
Oh, sorry, that's you. No,
uh,
no, you already
is
drew
it?
two. So
No,
this is you.
I did too. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so this is swarming 1. Um, yeah, I mean, whatever. I'm probably going to. It's too bad I don't have a shortcut because I would love to move with this guy and then use Trish powers, but I guess I could evade and taunt, but that doesn't seem worth it. I mean,
Yeah.
anyway, we're on to investigator phase,
Yeah.
but
So. Yeah, I mean, I can run up to you and like start fighting that, but I don't think I can kill it.
well, no, you only have 2 actions
Oh yeah, so I guess I'll just move up
on the
there.
on the plus. Well, nope, nope.
Oh.
I'm gonna go first. Thank you. The one time I actually have a chance to get a little funny. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's like, oh wait, so this guy, so he hits for 2 and 2 effectively because he has the swarm. So I don't want to just like take an
Right,
AOL.
but you evade it. You evade them as a group. So
Yeah. All right. So I'm just gonna do that. I'm going to. Oh shit. Oh, maybe this guy's a good guy to slip away though. What do you think?
ooh, yeah, because
And you can maybe
that
like
seems
punch him next turn. Well, you're probably just gonna kill him next. Well, then he's not gonna like. You're probably gonna end your turn there. So the only issue is like, do you want him to be on you next turn or not?
I mean, I don't gain a benefit from him being on me. He's not aloof, and I'm not like Zoe or anybody that wants to engage stuff. So, yeah, super evade him because then at least I'll have the option because maybe I'll draw another enemy and won't be able to kill him.
All right,
So
that's fine. So I will slip away against a 2. Pass by a lot. Oh no.
okay.
Drew my weakness.
Uh
Maybe that's why I shouldn't have used slip away. I think I forgot that that was a thing.
oh.
That's a very bad time for that to happen. So I think what I might do is, much as I don't want to take an AOO, if I did click to play streetwise, then click 3, I could evade with a 7 against 5, 8 against 5 because I would commit the other streetwise, and then I would pass on uh, almost
I
everything.
mean, you could also try to if one of these locations has less than has a 3 shroud or less. If you move to it, you'd be able to evade with Lola.
Yeah, but then if that
But
doesn't
if it
happen,
doesn't work, I'd be very
then
sad.
I
So.
mean, yeah, I kind of think, and also that, um,
Oh no,
yeah,
you can't get clues with Lola because of the Shadow Agent's ability.
yeah.
Never mind.
All right, yeah. As irritating as it is, I'm going to play Streetwise, take an AOO. Definitely wish I'd played Streetwise earlier. And then I'm going to click 3, evade 5, 6, 7 against 5, and I will commit the extra Streetwise. Go up to 8 against 5, and I pass.
Okay.
All right, that's the end of my turn.
All right. Then I just move back up here. All right. I have no actions left, so that doesn't trigger. Okay. Um, enemy phase. Something happens. Upkeeps. That's not the upkeep button. Upkeep. Uh, and these guys are just regular rated now. Okay. And then Doom happens. We're at 1 out of 6. And then I draw an encounter card, which is Chronophage. Okay, so
Probably Phage.
Phage. Okay. Okay. Encounter card for you. Double stutter.
Well, I do have some clues. Oh god, this is horrible. I might throw this at you.
If you mail it to me, I might drop a clue on this location, which is maybe helpful. I don't know.
I feel like I mean I could just Lola it up again, is the thing.
Yeah.
Alternatively, I could commit logical reasoning to it, but there's still a pretty good chance that I fail by a significantly
Like,
significant amount.
like I only have one clue to lose. I won't be able to pick it back up with Gret because I damaged her too much. But
I mean, I'm fine just lolaing that last clue. That seems basically okay to me.
yeah, I mean you can mail it to
Or
me.
even
That's
just
okay.
investigating it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I feel like throwing a will test. Well, man, there's a bunch of other bad encounter cards that I would love to throw at you, maybe, but um,
Uh, I mean, up to you. Like you'll definitely fail at drop 3 clues and get moved here, right? So
pretty much. Yeah, that seems really bad. All right, I'm gonna you handle this one.
okay. So I mean, I also might pass. So like
Well,
if I get
have you had a good time doing 4 encounter cards in 2 turns?
uh,
Entirely because of me and choices that I've made.
I guess that's it's fine.
It's the rules of
Whatever.
doing business.
I did come into this time paradox travel with a rogue, so I fully expect
Yep.
you to like throw me into a dinosaur's mouth next scenario. So,
Only if it advances the mission, which it probably will.
all right. I guess I'm just gonna test this. Oh no, because if I fail, I'll drop the clue and a move, which is kind of annoying. It's not the end of the world though if I move. I have cards I don't really need. I don't think I need lesson learned. Um, I probably shouldn't have gotten that. I think I just got it because like the first scenario we struggled so hard with clues, but I should have just remembered that Trish like turns on after the first scenario. So I guess I'll commit lesson learned and maybe I get over here actually because yeah. All right. So it gives me a 5 versus 3. It's like okay. Not okay enough though. Alright, I drop a clue and I move over here. Oh no, just move once. Sorry. For each, if you fail. Okay. Wasn't all the way. Alright, that was both of the encounter cards because you shipped that to me.
Yep.
Alright, oh man, my amazing dynamite plans
So
happen now.
I will go first. I'm going to snag this clue and then move to either the cafe or the principal's office and start looking for stuff there, I think.
Okay.
Um, I think I'm not going to use Lola here. I think I'm going to use...
MUR just had a 6.
Yeah, I'm just going to straight up investigate once. So 6 against 3.
Only,
Jesus.
only 2 tokens to fail on.
Yeah. Because what I was hoping is like investigate here, move somewhere, then investigate again. Now I might as well use lockpicks because I'm not gonna have another chance to use it.
Yeah.
So I'll use lockpicks. Pass by a trillion, stupidly. Well, that's something. And then I'll move to. Do we care which place I move to? I feel like everyone
We
would rather
have
go to a cafeteria than a principal's office, just kind of on principle, you know. So I'm gonna do
yeah.
that.
I mean, I was gonna say which one calls to you because there's nothing.
Oh, cool.
There's
It's the place that is great to use lockpicks and bad to use Lolo. That sounds about right. Well, I can get both of these clues with lockpicks and deduction next turn, so
yeah.
I'll just this turn I will not use Lola. I will just chill out.
Yeah. So I gotta try to kill this thing. Seems like a 1-2 punch situation. So give that a go. It costs 2. I'm at a 9 for the first attack, and 2 extra damage to it, and then 10 for the second attack. Okay, great. So this goes in the victory display. What type of creature is this? This guy. I keep thinking it's like a llama, but it's definitely not. It's just like a wolf type thing with a long neck and tail. I don't know.
I don't know.
Is this a dinosaur? Or is this
I mean,
like
I
an
no,
ice age animal or something?
I feel like this is like a mink or like a ferret or like a marten or something. Like it's like a
Hmm.
weird redwall type animal, maybe.
Yeah.
But like one
Okay.
of the evil redwall animal races.
All right. So I triggered gloves. Um,
Wow. Look at all those cards.
I think. I think I'm gonna actually grab Glory to draw two more cards with. Because the only other option really is like stand together for 2 money. I do kind of need money. Um, no, I'll grab Glory for now. All right. And then I'll play Glory. Draw 2 cards. Okay. Then I'll. Should I move twice to move up to you, or move twice to look at the principal's office? I'll move once and start fighting the gentleman. Guess I'll move once and start fighting the gentleman. I forget the rules with Swarm. Can I punch the. I want to punch the base gentleman, I think. Forget how that works. Yeah, I can. The swarm damage overflows, but the host damage doesn't. Okay, cool. All right, I will try to punch the gentleman. He's at a. Oh, is this a myriad? No, it's not. So he's at a 3. I'm at a 8. Great. Okay, so deal damage to him. All right. Enemy phase. Something happens. Upkeep. The gentleman jumps on me. And then Doom happens. I get a encounter card. Surges, I have no clues. Ooh, Married Assassin. Man, I wish I had counterpunch. Alright.
Mm.
Agility test. I have a dodge, so I might just use the dodge. Yeah. It's not really worth committing a bunch of stuff. Alright. Oh, darn. Alright, so I'll dodge. Okay. Counter card view.
Ugh, that's
Man,
fine.
seems great, right?
Well, it's basically just saves me a deduction, so it's not that great, but it's fine.
Oh. Okay. I'm gonna kill all these guys. I feel like I probably can't.
You really need, I could maybe evade one of them for you.
Okay, I can do like 5 damage this turn, I think, unless I could somehow dynamite, but I can't.
Oh.
I don't have money for dynamite, so.
Yeah.
Um. Yeah, I can do 5 damage, so I could. I guess this is a mistake. I should put this on the swarm card. Uh. Yeah, I think I might need you to evade something for me. Uh, Fortunately, there's no.
I mean, just like heads up, that probably means that I can't get both of these clues this turn, so I got to come back here.
Yeah, I mean, or I could just let Gret get killed. Like that's also kind of fine. Um,
That seems reasonable to me.
yeah, that's also fine. All right, so I'll fight the assassin. So I'll use Monster Slayer on it. Um, so I'm at 8 versus 3. Okay, I do 3 damage. Then I just punch it. Okay, I didn't lose actions or anything this turn, right? Right. Okay. So the assassin dies. And then I trigger gloves. Oh, I'm not running out of cards. my deck to actually draw. I guess this is the last spirit card. Right. And no reason to play an event, so then I'll just punch these guys, I guess. Yep, that's it. That's my turn. All right, you're up.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, what I'm thinking is like I can, I think what makes sense is to evade the thugs, get both clues, and then move down to you. But then I can't really do much. Like, it's okay if I don't evade your guy.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll just let him hit me, and I'll kill Gret. I have
Okay.
another Gret soon, or I can just live without Gret. Gret's not that great, so.
All right. So I've got a 4 versus 1. Do I throw one thing in here just so I don't fail on it? No. What are the odds? What are the odds of that? Okay, great. So we pass. This guy's evaded. Then we lock picks against a 5. We got a 11 versus 5. Pass by a lot. Get both of the clues because of Trish. We have enough to do the thing now. And then I think I move down here. So we could.
I suspect this
up?
has victory, so it's. Do we want to advance before checking this location out? I think so.
Well, it's do we think it has victory, which is likely, and it's going to poof out of existence, which is less likely, but definitely possible.
I have no idea. So, well, for now, because we don't want to advance the end of a round anyway. So, all right. So enemy phase. This is gonna first punch me and Gret for one horror, and then the second attack will kill Gret. I don't have a counter punch, right? No. All right. Can Nathaniel get upgraded bandolier and then have 2 sets of boxing gloves?
Wow, that'd be so strong.
It's just more funny, a funny image, I think. All right, so
It would
then,
definitely be funny.
all right, then upkeep, upkeep. Okay, and then Doom happens. So we're at 3 out of 6, and 3 out of 6. All right, and then I go on a counter card. Time loop. Um, if you fail, is it terrible if I'm locked into one of these things? It's not that bad because we have the thing where an action rolls over. So I could just like fight this guy twice or something. I want to commit stuff. Oh, or I mean, actually, I kind of want to like play the soothing melodies before my deck shuffles. Right, I'll just test this. I think. I'm gonna commit. Get over here. Be at 1 above. Right. And never commit stuff. Just be 1 above. It's terrible. All right, so I guess I have to pick something then. I guess I'll pick fight because maybe we'll draw an enemy too or something. I don't know. All right, you encounter card. Ooh.
Beckoning of Oblivion. Ooh. I mean, the fact that if that didn't let you test a book, it would be pretty horrible for me. But
Yeah.
so it's 5 against 3. I could even commit stuff or spend money, but I think I
Well,
won't. I think I'll throw out this magnifying glass to be at 6 against 3, and just see what happens. Failed by 1. I will take a direct war.
Okay. All right. I guess I'm just gonna
If
punch.
my magnifying glass was a Hawkeye folding camera, it would have given me a extra int on that test.
So the only thing I can do this turn is fight. So if we advance and there's something to fight that spawns on us, I can fight it. Otherwise, I kind of just want to follow you into the principal's office if you move there, and I'll just punch this guy twice. And
Well,
if you go first, then there'll be an enemy there.
yeah, I mean, if you want, I'll go first. I'll move in there, and if there's nothing there, we can
Oh
just
wait,
immediately advance.
I don't have I don't have the thing anymore.
No safeguard, no
Never
safeguard
mind.
for you.
I
You can't move, so there's mathematically no way I can get lone wolf money. That's fine. That actually, that just rules it out. It's good to know.
I guess I'll just go first, then punch this guy twice because
Sure.
I could do anything else. So and I'll bank the last action. I didn't lose an action, right? I just yeah, okay. So I'll attack this guy. So 3. I'm at a 7. Right, I kill the swarm, and then attack him again. Actually, that was your card, I think. Yeah, this is your card. Right. I already forgot if I drew a second token already. I'll just draw again. Okay, doesn't matter. All right, all done. Oh, and I'll boxing gloves. Oh wait, but there's nothing to get anyway. So, all right, all done.
All right. So I guess all I will do is I will move into the principal's office.
I guess if you had gone first, you could have shortcutted me into the principal's office and benefit from it. There's no victory there. Nobody cares.
Yep. Yeah, I don't think we care about this at all. So should we just immediately advance?
Yeah, I guess you might have to evade something, or if an enemy spawns.
Fine.
Or this dog gets really angry.
That's fine.
So, big and ugly. It's. Oh no, my thing's got out of order. Alright. If you spent clues to advance, you augment the school bell with some of the ritual components you've gathered and aroused and around the school. It lets out a piercing screech, startling the hound and sending it bounding away towards the back of the school. All right. In your campaign log, record the investigators repelled the Hound of Unmaking, and record the time this is done. Repel the Hound of Unmaking. Okay. Repel. And what's her doom? 3. Okay. Then remove Hound of Unmaking from the game. I think we might have a chance to get a victory later, is what I'm, or in the future, or currently. All right. Put the set aside ritual circle, gateway to the past, location of play, advance to Act 3A, breaking the circle. Okay, so there's an extra Act 2. So we're not doing that. So not doing that. Okay. And then we advance to circle. All right. The school hall has been transformed. 3 huge ritual circles cover most of the floor, crackling with energy. Flashes of other times assault your senses. You have to break the circle before it is too late. The ritual circle has no clues on it. You must immediately advance and actually need to get it out and put it to play. Oh, there's 2 different ritual circles. What was the one I was supposed to get? Give it to the best. And this is connected to this place, looks like. equal sign and moon. No. Okay, what else is this connect to? Where's moon and star? Or heart and star? Okay. Very suspicious. Okay. That is, yep, that's the advancing the act. So you still have 2 actions, right?
Yeah. So we just got to get to the ritual circle and get all the clues.
That's what it sounds like.
In that case, I'm going to move, and then
There could be a very scary monster there, though, based on the art of that ritual circle.
I'm gonna shortcut into there.
Right.
Haunted. Move to front gates. Damn.
Ooh. Oops.
Whoa. Terrible.
Sorry, I want to read the story text. Time doesn't seem to be working properly near this circle. Well, time isn't working properly anywhere in this damned building, but here it seems to be running backwards. A dozen figures try to carve additional runes around the circle's own outer layers, but half of them only manage to undraw the existing symbols. Is this like a Tenet situation?
Kind of seems that way.
Oh man, that's pretty cool. All right.
That's an important skill in life, is to recognize when you're inside a Tenet contingency.
Yeah.
Like, oh, someone just lit me on fire and I feel cold. It's Tenet.
Alright, so when investigation would draw cards, gain resources, or gain actions, cancel that aspect, then perform the opposite of that aspect. Oh man.
Yeah, I was just seeing that.
At the end of the round, you heal a damage and a horror. Okay. Well,
You're getting younger, kind of.
Alright. So being there for upkeep kind of sucks.
Yeah, I mean, I almost want to move out, because I think the thing is that, well, I have an action left. I can almost just get. Oh, I think I can just get all the clues though.
Do you have money to just
invest 2 deductions? Well, it's a lot is riding on one test, but like if I use Lola and do an investigation with lockpicks and commit both deductions, then I can just get all 4.
Yeah, I say go for it. I mean,
okay.
What's the worst that happen? You want to fail?
Because we think that that's just it, right? We think we win.
I mean, this is the last act, so
lockpicks, deduction.
So yeah, like a lot. Great.
Pass by a lot. Oh no. Well, okay. I don't trigger that. Obviously.
Because you have to discard a card.
Yeah, exactly. It's more like the pretend that I said cigarette case backward in like Tenet language as like a fun little gag. And then I activate Lola, and see, I feel like Lola should pay me money to drop a clue. Like it's much like Christopher Nolan's excellent film Tenet. The rules for how the time backwards shit works, they make sense until you think about it for about 30 seconds.
Yeah, it's not one to think about. It's the same reason you don't think too hard about.
But the problem is because the reason it doesn't make sense is you're thinking about it for 30 forward seconds instead of 30 reverse seconds. So he actually thought of that. Anyway, what happens now?
All right. This immediately advances. So, yeah, let's flip that over. All right, fighting past the cultists. Was it really that easy? Was there nothing we missed? No, I don't think so. Just had to run in there, I guess. All right. Fighting past the cultists guarding the circle, you seize a passing moment and use it to disrupt the flow of temporal energies. The backlash is immense. As the circle slowly shatters, fragments of history explode out on you. You weather the storm, turning towards the other 2 circles. All right. We broke the first circle. Next to this, record the time. Other 2 circles. There are 2 other circles? Oh boy. All right. So this is the same time we repelled the hound. Broke the first circle. 2, also 2, 3. Okay. All right. Then resolution 3. Oops, I lost the page. Okay. Um, can't I zoom in more? All right. Tearing apart the first ritual circle, you turn your attention to the other two. The cultists surrounding them advance on you. They don't look like particularly capable fighters, and they outnumber you 10 to 1. Taking a few cautious steps backward, you find yourself on the precipice of a swirling, many-hued rift in reality, the untamed schism that was once contained by the arcane circle you broke. It's a way out, maybe, but an unfathomable one. Then, a commotion on the far side of the auditorium. New arrivals, cutting their way through the cultists, making a beeline for the other circles. It's difficult to see past the encroaching cultists, but you manage to catch the eye of... No, that can't be! You glance at the rift behind you. The figure nods once. You step into the unknown. Alright.
Wow.
Alright, so... Wait, the myriad gentleman, the high priest, is in the victory display. How could that have happened? Oh, maybe we would have fought him instead of the dogs or something. Okay. Alright, so we record that we stepped into the past and then remove all the cultist tokens and tablets and add 2 cultists and 1 elder thing. Alright, stepped into the past. Alright, and then cool beans there. So no more cultists. I feel like were we supposed to have an elder thing for something before that I missed somehow? Because we didn't have one in this scenario. Maybe we would if we had a bad ending or something.
Maybe.
Cool. Right. That should be all set now. Alright, we got. Okay. So bad. Then we get victory X. So we didn't get that dog. But it looks like we still got at least a couple victory. It's like 5. We only got these 3 locations.
Definitely wish we got more.
Yeah.
I wonder there was literally no way that we could have also visited the other interior location, right? Because it would have
Correct.
like immediately, yeah.
Okay. It was basically a decision.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's fine. And the dog was like, I mean, it was gonna be hard to kill, but
I think if there was a turn where I never really got a chance to really build up my cards because there was a consistent flow of enemies. So if there was a way I could have built up had both monster slayers and both 1/2 punches or something, or if I had just had beat cops in my deck or upgraded vicious blows or something, then
it's also a little unusual. Well, I think it's harder for Nathaniel because Nathaniel doesn't work quite as well with just stacking up stuff and then doing a shitload of damage in one turn. He's better at spreading it out, kind of.
Yeah.
But also, it's a little
6
unusual.
experience, but
oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's a little unusual the way they did it because typically when there's a choice of fight the guy or spend the clues, you can't get both. A lot of times it's you either clear off this location and get the victory and then immediately you advance, or you beat the monster and you immediately advance. There's usually not a chance to get all of the clues and get victory that way and then kill the monster. But in this case, we could have done that.
Yeah.
But if we had done that, the clues would have been useless except for victory, right?
Right. So, I mean, I think the monster was intended to be hard. He healed himself. He had 6 health per investigator.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But I think maybe in the past or the future or something, that guy might show up again. Is my guess. I mean, because I don't know if you looked past the dinosaur scenario. You probably haven't. So you probably
have not. You predicted correctly that I had not.
I think we might do this scenario again, but in the other direction or whatever. So
interesting.
So okay. Is there an interlude? And there's a quote. That's weird. Nope, no interlude. All right. So yeah, I think that's it. I don't know any other thoughts on the scenario.
It continues the pattern of the previous scenarios of being a, well-made, smooth scenario that is very similar to the official FFG ones.
Mhm.
I think it was a little bit more interesting than the previous two. And I liked some of the weird encounter cards. There were a lot of encounter cards that initially looked like they were just going to be weird custom campaign gimmick encounter cards, but then you actually look at them and play them, and they actually are pretty well designed, interesting, novel encounter cards. Like even the one that makes you the times ebb one. At first, it seems like, oh, this doesn't really do anything because it just you draw the same number of encounter cards just a turn later.
Mm.
But actually, it's definitely bad to handle more encounter cards during one mythos phase. Like it matters. So yeah, I thought it was good.
It looks like there's actually a couple encounter cards we didn't even draw.
I bet those were terrible. I
There's
I
a
thought it was I thought it was interesting that there didn't seem to be. So we were like writing down what time things happened, which I,
mhm.
I assume is going to matter later in terms of the Doom stuff.
I
And
yeah.
I think that will be really cool when that happens inevitably. But I was surprised that there, maybe because that it wouldn't work with that, but I was surprised that there weren't encounter cards that were like modifying the Doom really. Like there was no ancient evils even.
Well, there was uh there's those things that we drew immediately, which the omnipresence that could have made stuff advance
Oh
faster.
yeah,
Unless I
those
mean
were also
like unless
those were
I
kind of easy to deal with.
yeah, if we drew them immediately, if we had drawn them later, we would have had to like put them on the other side of the map and like had to run back for them probably. But because we drew
Yeah,
them like first turn and we were still at the starting location, they weren't too bad. I mean, it's possible I read them wrong and like because I read it as if there's attach this to an empty location without a copy, and then there's a separate sentence that says search the encounter discard pile for each copy and draw them. So it just means spawn them all. So, but yeah, there are a couple other encounter cards we just never got in here that like messed with like the number of actions you have and your skill value or uh, some other things with actions. But I expect, but this is just because we were playing two players, so we didn't go through the whole encounter deck. It was like a 30 card encounter deck or 30 or 40 maybe. So
right.
yeah, I like it. I think much like Tenet, I'll appreciate it way more if when we do the Tenet scenario after Dinosaurs, where we're doing the same thing but backwards or whatever, if it works out well. So, but yeah,
Yeah, I mean, well, let's have some real talk about Tenet really quick. Very good movie that I own on 4K UHD Blu-ray disc, and have watched twice. The whole sequence in Tallinn, Estonia, where they do the car chase forwards and backwards, and in between they do like the weird interrogation where he shoots Elizabeth Debicki. That scene doesn't make any fucking goddamn sense. Like I've watched it twice. I've thought about it a lot. I think I'm sure he has an idea for like what's happening there that makes sense with the rules of Tenet, but like the movie is not. Most of that movie is like a very well designed, very well done uh expression of like stuff that shouldn't make sense, and somehow it does kind of make sense. And that movie is one where it shouldn't make sense and it actually doesn't make sense.
I've only watched it once. And, like the first half of it, I was very bored by, and then the second half, I was like, "Oh, this is what's going on." So I might appreciate it a lot more if I rewatch it now that I know what's going on.
It's a
Uh,
movie that like when you watch it the first time, you should have to sign a legally binding agreement that you will watch it again at some point in your life. Because and sometimes soon enough that you remember the first time, because yeah, you really have to watch it twice.
Because yeah, the first half I was like, eh, and the second half I was like, oh, this is very cool. I wish I could. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'll have to check it out again at some point. All right, well, that was a world torn down. Third scenario in Ages Unwound. Up next is the prophesized dinosaur scenario called Unstuck.
There's a
I
lot
hope.
riding on this.
Yeah, I'm worried that we could just be like stuck in a dinosaur museum or something, and there might not be dinosaurs or
I
something like
mean,
that.
even
But
even that wouldn't that even that would be all right. Like that would be a funny disappointment, but at least it wouldn't be a complete absolute disappointment
no, I
like
think
that Midge.
I think we've gone like fallen into a dinosaur wormhole. That has to be dinosaurs. Otherwise, we beat up Dane because Dane did say that this campaign had dinosaurs, so that
I'm
was a
cautiously
promise.
optimistic.
But I mean, I'm enjoying the campaign so far anyway, even without the dinosaurs. But yeah, so if you enjoyed the stream, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can follow the podcast. Check us out on our blog at That was our blog, MUR.fm, or you can follow us on all the various socials for updates on what we're doing. You can find those links at social.mur.fm, or you can follow us on Patreon, or not follow us. That's why I had Dane do this. If you want to support the cast more, you can become a patron on Patreon. That is Miskatonic Universe Radio, or patreon.com/Miskatonic Universe Radio. I also think we have a Redbubble that we forget to mention constantly. If you want a shirt with our logo on it, or a mask, or like a magnet of your fridge or something, you can find the Redbubble link also at social.mur.fm. Thanks for watching the video.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.